Prologue. The Man in the Shadow of a World on Fire, 1942. A single lamp glowed in a dark room at the War Department in Washington, D.C. The world outside felt like it was collapsing. Europe burned, cities crushed under bombs, millions homeless, millions dead, and sitting at a long wooden table surrounded by maps, reports, and red-marked enemy advances was General Dwight D. Eisenhower. He wasn't a loud man, not dramatic, not a chest-thumping general. He was calm, steady, a man who thought before he spoke, a man who carried the weight of the free world on his shoulders. His aide entered quietly. "Sir, the President is waiting for your plan." Eisenhower stood slowly, eyes fixed on the map of Europe, a map covered with black swastikas. He whispered to himself, "If freedom is to rise again, we must cross oceans, unite nations, and fight an enemy that knows no mercy." He folded the plan in his hands and walked toward destiny. Chapter 1. Operation Torch, 1942. The first test of fire. The deserts of North Africa were cruel, endless, and deadly. German General Erwin Rommel, the Desert Fox, had crushed every Allied attempt to stop him. But the Allies had a new commander now, Eisenhower, and his first mission as Supreme Commander would become history. Scene: Gibraltar, Allied headquarters. Commanders from America, Britain, and France stand around a giant map. Arguments fly. Some want a direct strike on Europe, some want more time, some doubt the Americans, but Eisenhower raises his voice, calm, firm. "Gentlemen, we attack North Africa at dawn. We take Morocco, Algeria, and Tunisia. We push Rommel back. We open the road to Europe." The room falls silent. Everyone looks at the quiet Kansas general and realizes he means every single word. Scene: Dawn landings. The largest invasion force yet assembled in the war sails toward Africa. 100,000 American soldiers, 500 ships, flames lighting the horizon. When the landing craft doors open, bullets slice through the air, explosions shake the ground. Young soldiers, terrified but brave, run forward. "Over radio, General, we are pinned down," Eisenhower replies. "Hold your ground, push forward. Failure is not an option today." And slowly, inch by inch, the Allies take the beaches. Scene: The Desert Fox retreats. Rommel realizes something. These Americans, they fight with a new kind of determination. After weeks of fighting, Eisenhower finally hears the message. Afrika Korps retreating east. He closes his eyes and whispers, "One front opened, many more to come." Chapter 2. Sicily in Italy, 1943. The crack in Hitler's fortress, North Africa, was won. Now Eisenhower turned to the next step, invade Europe through Sicily, then break into Italy. Hit Hitler's southern flank. The stakes were enormous. Scene: Operation Husky, night before the invasion. The Mediterranean Sea is black and silent. Thousands of paratroopers gather. Eisenhower visits them one by one, shaking hands. A young paratrooper, barely 19, asks, "Sir, are we really going to Sicily?" Eisenhower smiles. "Son, by this time tomorrow, you will be standing on European soil." The soldier nods, eyes filled with fear and pride. Scene: Paratroopers drop in chaos. Planes fly into storm winds. Some are shot down. Some drop troops miles off target, but those who land fight ferociously. One British commander radios in, "General Eisenhower, your boys fight like lions." And Eisenhower responds, "They fight
Scene:
because they know what's at
Fall of
stake."
Sicily.
After brutal battles, the island falls. President Roosevelt sends Eisenhower a secret message. "General, the liberation of Europe is now your mission." Eisenhower closes the letter quietly. He knows what it means. The biggest invasion in human history awaits him. Chapter 3. D-Day, 1944. The day the world held its breath. This is the heart of his legend. The greatest decision of the entire war. Scene: Supreme Headquarters, England. Hundreds of officers stand before Eisenhower. Maps cover the walls. Weather reports, German defenses, title charts. All eyes on him. Eisenhower speaks slowly but with iron in his voice. "We will land in Normandy. We will cross the Channel. We will destroy Hitler's armies. Freedom will return to Europe." The room roars with agreement. Scene: The night before D-Day. Storms rage outside. Rain hits the tents. Lightning cracks. Eisenhower walks among the soldiers, shaking hands, smiling, reassuring them. A private asks, "Sir, what if we fail?" Eisenhower looks him in the eye. "If anyone fails tomorrow, it will be me, not you. I will take full responsibility." That night, he writes a short letter accepting personal blame in case the invasion collapses. He folds it, puts it in his pocket. He was ready to take the blame for the entire world. Scene: D-Day morning, June 6, 1944. The sea is filled with ships. The sky is filled with planes. 11,000 aircraft, 5,000 warships, 150,000 soldiers. As troops rush toward the beach, the Germans unleash hell. Bullets shred the air. Explosions shake the earth. Bodies fall into the waves. Radios scream. We're trapped on Omaha Beach. Eisenhower listens in silence, eyes closed, face steady. Finally, he says, "Tell them, go, forward, go." And somehow, through smoke, death, and fear, the soldiers fight their way up the cliffs. By evening, Normandy is captured. D-Day is a success. Hitler's empire begins to crumble. Chapter 4. Liberation of France, 1944. Once the beaches are secured, Eisenhower unleashes the full Allied might. American tanks race through the countryside. British forces sweep in from the north. Resistance fighters rise up in every town. Villagers line the roads screaming, "Vive Eisenhower! America! Liberation!" Paris rises in rebellion. German forces flee. Freedom warms the city for the first time in 4 years. Eisenhower stands silently as the French flag rises over Paris. He whispers, This is why we fight." Chapter 5. Hitler's Last Strike, 1944. The Battle of the Bulge. Winter falls. Europe freezes. Hitler launches a massive surprise assault in the Ardennes forest. Snow, fog, chaos. American lines collapse. Thousands captured. Commanders panic. "General, we're surrounded. We are losing everything." Eisenhower remains calm. "Then we will fight from all sides." His confidence becomes the turning point. He orders reinforcements. He redirects entire armies. Most importantly, he believes in his soldiers. General Patton's army rushes north in record time, breaking the siege. The Americans push the Germans back inch by inch. After the victory, Eisenhower simply says, "The German war machine is finished." Chapter 6. The final chapter. The Fall of Germany, 1945. Nazi Germany is in collapse. Allied forces march toward the Rhine River. Scene: crossing the Rhine. Eisenhower watches as floating bridges are built across the river. Tanks roll over. Bombers roar overhead. The German defenses break. Hitler hides in his bunker. Berlin burns. Scene: the end. In early May, Eisenhower receives the message. The German High Command offers total surrender. He walks into a room where German generals wait nervously. They sign the papers. Eisenhower says quietly, "The mission of freedom is complete."